Hello, you wonderful humans out there. I'm 𝗦𝗢𝗎𝗓. I'm a mental health advocate who's looking into the positive connection between video games and mental health. And today, I want to talk about what it's like to live with generalized anxiety disorder and how I feel that video games have helped my mental health. I do stream over on Twitch at 𝗦𝗦𝗎𝗓. I primarily play horror games with a focus on facing my fears in those games, as well as having positive conversations and just sharing my journey with my mental health. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at 𝗦𝗦𝗎𝗓. So back in 2018, I went to go see a therapist for the first time and was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, depression, and social anxiety disorder. For me, generalized anxiety disorder kind of just feels like a constant buzzing in your head that just won't go away, and like just worrying about teeny tiny things for really long periods of time. I essentially always think ahead in the future and always think about every possible scenario, normally focusing on more of the worst case scenarios. There's also a lot of times when I'll feel like I just don't really have any control over what's happening in my life and kind of feel like an imposter in my own body. Then later in 2018, I discovered a game that I ended up really having a strong emotional connection with, and that I really feel like helped me kind of get out of my own head and kind of helped give me a little bit of a break from my generalized anxiety disorder. And that game is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Honestly, top 5 favorite games. It might actually be number 1. Don't tell Super Mario I said that! Just a quick heads up, there may be potential spoilers if you haven't already beaten this game, so beware. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is a dark fantasy action-adventure game that was developed by Ninja Theory. It's inspired by Norse mythology as well as Celtic culture, and the game follows Senua, a picked warrior who has to make her way through Helheim by defeating terrifying creatures, and this is all in order for her to rescue the soul of her dead lover Dillion from the goddess Hela. In the game, the main character Senua suffers from psychosis, but believes it to be a curse, and is followed by an entity known as the Darkness, also encounters voices in her head referred to as Furies, and also deals with the dark memories of her past. The developers at Ninja Theory worked closely with neuroscientists, mental health specialists, as well as people who suffer from psychosis themselves to help represent this illness in the best way that they could. So not only is Senua a strong female picked warrior, but she's also dealing with the daily battle of psychosis. And that just represents someone strong to me. The first time I played through the game, and honestly, even every time after that, I've always just felt a connection with Senua as far as being able to face your own demons and being able to pursue through the darkness even when it seems like there's no hope. She's strong, she's determined. Yeah, she's just so awesome! Playing through this game, I ended up kind of facing my own challenges. When I got to the blind trial, kind of towards the middle of the game, I was so terrified that I stopped playing for 3 months. I couldn't do it. It just freaked me out so much. But after finally getting the courage to get through it, I finally beat it, and I realized, this wasn't so bad. When I ended up getting to the end of the game, I honestly just felt a sense of empowerment, and like I had, like Senua, accomplished something that seemed impossible. When I reached the end of the game for the first time, I honestly just felt super empowered and felt like Senua had completed what seemed like a really dark journey and came out to the light on the other side and was able to find hope. And that feeling is really just amazing. I don't know if there's another word for it. You can probably look up thesaurus and find other words, but currently that's the only one my brain is gonna let me say, so we're going with it. Whenever I'm tending to have a rougher day, I try to think back to the feeling I had when I was playing Hellblade and when I was playing as Senua, and just remembering that you can always escape the darkness and that there's always light to get to, and that you can face your inner demons and defeat them. I feel there are honestly a ton of other games like Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice that kind of show a positive light on mental health and mental illness, and if you want to see some more coverage of those kind of games, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as after I cover Hellblade, I have other games that I want to cover too. I really feel that there is a positive connection between video games and mental health, and it's exciting to me that the industry is working more towards creating more games that help focus on mental health and mental illness and help other people kind of just be able to step in the shoes of people who deal with these things on a daily basis and kind of gaining a better understanding of what it's like. Do you think that Hellblade does a good job of portraying mental health in a positive light? Do you have any other games that you feel do this as well? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future videos and hit that like button if you liked this video. Hope that you're all treating yourselves well, and we will see you next time. Bye!